Also joining the Mustangs today,
from the San Angelo Lakeview High School softball complex, Lakeview Maidens softball is on the air, live and streaming for West Texas and the world on Concho Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast is presented by First Community Federal Credit Union and produced by Pixel Cast Media. It's a balmy 80 degrees. It's a great evening for some softball as your Lakeview Maidens wrap up their season tonight against the Lady Mustangs of Sweetwater High School. Coach Alexandra Odom wrapping up her first year as the head coach of the Maidens. She came from Crane, and the same situation across the way for Lacey Gregory, the head coach of the Sweetwater Lady Mustangs. This is her first year as the head of the softball program at Sweetwater. She came from Roscoe. It's her third year coaching. The San Angelo Lakeview Maidens, the Sweetwater Lady Mustangs. It's on tonight on Concho Sports Network Live. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Darren Prater. Thank you for joining us on Concho Sports Network. Shay Harris, our producer tonight. And it's all or nothing for the Lakeview Maidens. This is the final game of the season. It is senior night, and of course we are going to honor the two seniors on this very young team, Mariah Galvan and Tatum Aguirre. Aguirre will be in the pitcher circle tonight. The Lakeview Maidens come in 3-15 overall. They are a very young team. They have a lot of freshmen in the lineup, and Coach Odom has done a great job, and the kids really buy into her philosophy. So the program is building, but they've struggled this season. We'll talk more about that coming up after the color guard and our national anthem. And a big round of applause for the color guard from San Angelo Lakeview High School, presenting the flag, the stars and bars of the United States, and for the Lone Star State as we get ready for this district showdown between the Lakeview Maidens and the Sweetwater Lady Mustangs. Lakeview 0-9 in district. This team can play ball. They're just young. This is not their time right now. But this could be a big-time win if they were able to pull this off. They started off the season with 2 wins over Junction El Dorado. They beat Brady a few weeks later. Haven't won since then, but tonight they can just swing for the fences against the district leader. These very tough Lady Mustangs from Sweetwater High School. They are in their red and white, and of course the pride of the north side, the Maidens, in their blue and white uniforms. Sweetwater Lady Mustangs are 12-8 overall. They come in 8-1 in district. They are on an 8-game winning streak. They are very tough. They lead the district right now. They are in sole possession of first place, and in District 5 4A, unless something weird happens, they will be the district champion, followed by Snyder at 7-2, Levelland 6-3. Now, that's the last team that this Sweetwater team lost to, and they did avenge that. Then Big Spring, Estacado, and Lakeview at the bottom, but they are building, and they really have bought in to Coach Odom and enjoy playing for her, and these seniors have a lot of great things to say about her. Our officials for this game, Johnny Barnes on the bases and umpire Alan Gamotes tonight as we get ready to go. Our broadcast tonight presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Tatum McGarry, one of the two seniors, will be in the pitcher's circle pitching tonight. She was escorted by her mom, Christina, her dad, Abel, Grandma Irma, her brother, Abel Jr., her sister, Mauricia, and some cousins here on senior night, along with Mariah Galvan, one of the two seniors. So let's play ball. Here's a Gary on the mound, and that one is high and outside for ball one. At the top of the order, that's Bethany Gonzalez, number 7, the leadoff batter for the Red and White Lady Mustangs. She is the second baseman. 2-0 the count now to Bethany Gonzalez. She's a senior standing at 5'3". There are, well, a lot more than two seniors on this district-leading district champion Sweetwater Lady Mustangs team. There's a strike. It's 2-1 the count as we get started. 80 degrees, sunny. It's a great day for some softball here at Lakeview as that one goes foul. So Gonzalez, one of the seniors on this team. Rodriguez, one of the seniors on this team. And you know what? It says Gonzalez, but it is Rodriguez, and I corrected that and then read it wrong anyway. I don't know. So excuse me, Rodriguez, the leadoff batter. Count goes full. Emily O'Donnell is on first base. Mariah Flores, the sophomore. Jayla Chavarria, the second and third baseman. Jayla Constancio, the freshman, is at shortstop, as Bethany Rodriguez takes her base on the walk. Wearing number 20, Rebecca Castillo, the 5'4 junior, is up to bat next. Gary with the pitch, and this one will go foul to the right. Top of the first, our broadcast presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We'll tell you more about them coming up. Lakeview and Sweetwater. This wraps up the season for the Maidens. For Sweetwater, a district championship, they will go on to play either Glenrose or Stephenville in by-district, which is kind of different from some of the teams they usually face in the first round. As Rodriguez goes to second. Senior Gary with the windup, swung on and missed by Rebecca Castillo. Up next in the order, the shortstop, Kendall Daniel. It's Castillo now. No balls and 2 strikes. There's ball 1. That pitch was outside for McGarry. Peyton Jones is in left field, freshman. And there goes Rodriguez with the steal to third with no trouble. Lori O'Donnell is in center field, a freshman. Aliana Ramirez, wearing number 6, is in right field. Mariah Flores on second, and Riley Martinez, again another freshman, is catcher tonight with the Geary in the pitcher's circle. Full count now. To Castillo, swung on, it'll go foul back in our direction. I'm Darren Prater, Shay Harris producing, the Concho Sports crew. Glad to have you along for the broadcast. Runner on third after the steal. That's Bethany Rodriguez, the senior. Now batting, it's Rebecca Castillo. Only one district loss. I believe that was the opener against Levelland. They avenged that 8-game winning streak for the Lady Mustangs. And there's another walk as Castillo heads to first. That puts runners on the corners. Kendall Daniel, the junior at 5'7", shortstop, is up to bat. All righties so far. That's a ball for the count to go to 1-0. Officially 81 degrees here. It's pretty warm. Castillo on the steal advanced to second. So now runners at second and third. They're in big position to score. And once they start scoring, it's hard to stop them. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, top of the first. With Daniel at bat. Tatum McGeary has attended Lakeview since she was a freshman. 4th year as varsity pitcher. And there's the first run of the ball game on the hit, and that'll be a double for Kendall Daniel. And that brings the first run in for the Lady Mustangs as Rodriguez crosses home plate. 1-0 here, just getting started at the Lakeview Softball Complex. Here's pitch number 1 to Jenica Fuentes, the third baseman. She connects to left field. Here's the throw to home, and it's not going to get there in time. As Kendall Daniel crosses for run number 2. Wow, that's 3. They score quickly. They've won 8 games in a row. That's why they are the district champion. But hey, the Maidens can just swing for the fences and have fun. Swing, play. There's the throw to first. Out at first. So they stop the bleeding just a little bit, but still, they have a runner in Fuentes on third. Shelby Dent. She has the highest batting average on the team, so look out for Dent. Swung on, that made contact with a Gary. Throw to first, it's close. Did they get it?
Okay, run counts. 1 more. Okay, clear the count. There's no,
They're going to have a little convo here.
Check and see if she's okay.
That made contact with a Gary, the senior, and it went right into her knee. 2 away now in the top of the first. Another run scores. It's 4 runs to nothing early here for Sweetwater. And they're going to have a word with the Gary and see how she's feeling after that, because that's one of those things you have to have quick reflexes, and it didn't matter because the ball was in such a way she there's no way she could have stopped it from hitting her that time. But she's tough, and she's a senior. She's got grandma and cousins, mom and dad here, and she's going to play. Larissa Garcia with 2 away, swung on. It goes past Aguirre. There's a dive from the shortstop, going to go to center field to Laurie O'Donnell. She'll pick it up and get the throw. After now, that'll be a single. And that brings up Lauren Biera, the 5'2 sophomore. Coach Lacey Gregory in her first year as the head of this program. There's the steal to second. Goes right past Jayla Constancio, the freshman shortstop. And that puts the runner on third base now. Here's the replay. Let's take a look. Shortstop couldn't bring it in, and She made it to third base rather easily. 4 runs already for Sweetwater. 2 away, though. Throw to first. Got it! 3 away. And that's a good throw from Mariah Flores to Emily O'Donnell, the first baseman. Flores at second gets the throw in plenty of time for out number 3. So as we head to the bottom of the first, 4 runs to nothing so far. Sweetwater leads your Lakeview Maidens. And we'll be back right after this. You're watching Lakeview Maidens softball live on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates, no annual fee, First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
Here we go.
Oh, no. Lakeview High School Softball Complex. This is Lakeview Maidens Softball live on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 4 runs for the Sweetwater Lady Mustangs in their first at bat, and now we'll see what the Maidens can do with a high fly ball to left field, and that one's caught for an out. So it's 4 runs to none so far, but this is the first chance the Maidens have had this evening to see if they can get the bats hot. Pitching for the Lady Mustangs, Rebecca Castillo, the 5'4" junior. There's a strike to the second batter in the order. That's Lori O'Donnell, another freshman. There are only 2 seniors. It's a very young team. And we have 2 coaches going against each other who are in their first years. They're head of their program. Fly ball, caught to second. And that's 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Or the bottom of the first. I've got my spotter with me. I wish she was with me at every game. Sits here and kind of keeps me in line a little bit. Mabry Weaver, the junior, is at first base. Bethany Rodriguez on second. Jenica Fuentes is the third baseman. Shortstop Kendall Daniel, the junior. Right field, Caitlin Vieira. Left field, Hannah Vera. That's Caitlin and Hannah Vera. Right field, left field, center field, Larissa Garcia. Rebecca Castillo in the pitcher circle. So 2 away, bottom of the first. Sweetwater leads it 4 runs to none. Nobody on base yet for the Maidens. There's a strike.
Oh, no. Sorry, it just takes too long to come up, I guess.
The windup, and that one hits the dirt. Brings the count to 2-2 with 2 away for the Maidens. At bat, Peyton Jones, the left fielder. She's a freshman. Very young team. That one's inside. Full count now. Maidens trying to get somebody on base. They were able to stop the bleeding at 4 runs for Sweetwater. Still a lot of ball to be played. Swung on, third base, takes one hop, the throw to first, and that's 3 away. The throw to Mabry Weaver from Jenica Fuentes. Couldn't have played it better. 3 away, and our score remains 4 runs to nothing as we head into the top of the second inning. I want to remind you our broadcast is presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Fans, check out why First Community is the #1 local auto lender. Rates as low as 2.99% APR on new, used, or refinanced autos, and a variety of payment options. They can help make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart. Apply online at 1cfcu.org or just call them 325-653-1465. Rates and terms based on approved credit. 1cfcu.org or 325-653-1465. First Community Federal Credit Union. We head to the top of the second. 4-0 Sweetwater leads. You are watching Lakeview Maidens softball live on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
Presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We begin the top of the second inning. Sweetwater Lady Mustangs lead 4-0 over your Lakeview Maidens. In the pitcher's circle for the Maidens, Tatum Aguirre, one of 2 seniors on the squad here on senior night, being honored. 0-2 the count. There's a grounder to shortstop. Picked up, throw to first, and it's there. Emily O'Donnell brings it in off the throw from Jayla Constancio. Played that one very well. Had some heat on it. She picked it up nicely as one got by her a minute ago, just out of her reach, but she brought that one in. That's out number 1, top of the second. And that brings up Bethany Rodriguez, the 5'3" senior second baseman. Gary with the pitch. That'll be ball 1. 1-1 the count with 1 away. Gary. Connect. That's connect for Rodriguez, and it fouls off to the left. 1-2 the count. 1 away. Alan Gamotes is the umpire, and I'm so happy I remembered how to pronounce that. Very accommodating. He spelled it for me, so I shouldn't mess it up. 1-2 the count to Bethany Rodriguez. Last loss for this Sweetwater team, 14-3 to Leveland. Then they beat Snyder, Big String, Estacado, a 20-6 win over the Maidens in their first meeting this season. They beat Leveland 10-2 in the rematch. They beat Snyder 6-4, Big Spring 5-3, Estacado in their last outing 11-1. That is an 8-game winning streak. 1-2 the count with 1 away. Gary high and outside for ball 2. Count goes to 2-2 to Rodriguez. So the 11-1 win over Estacado in their last outing, and they will be heading to the playoffs to play Glen Rose or Sweetwater. As Rodriguez connects, takes one hop to center field. The Mariah Flores, the sophomore second baseman. That puts Rodriguez on first base with the single. She was walked the first time she was at bat this evening. High fly ball to right field. If she doesn't lose it in the sun, she's got it. That's Ramirez bringing it in. Rodriguez remains on first as Kendall Daniel, the shortstop. 5'7" junior for the Lady Mustangs. She got a double in her first at-bat this evening. So 2 away and a 4-run lead for Sweetwater. And there's a strike from McGarry to Kendall Daniel. Tying outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Emily O'Donnell on first base, Flores at second, Chavarria at third. Instancio, the shortstop, high fly ball. This one may go yard, and it does. Oh, that's a homer for Kendall Daniel. And that will increase the lead. 2 more runs for the Lady Mustangs. 6 runs to nothing right now. They're 2 away here in the top of the second. Only 1 loss, that first one to Leveland, and that is it in district for these district champion Sweetwater Lady Mustangs. So it's Glen Rose or Stephenville next. And both of those schools pretty much do well at every sport, as does Sweetwater. The windup from McGarry, that one, that's a strike. Just barely got it in the strike zone. Foul ball. So McGarry caught softball right in her knee in the first inning, and they had to stop the contest just a second to make sure she was okay. But hey, she's going to hang in there. The family's here. She's a senior. She's tough. She's going to go out on her shield. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, and that made contact with Jenica Fuentes, and she will take her base. So Fuentes at first, the only runner on base with 2 away, and a 6-run lead. So Gary's favorite memory from softball when she traveled to New Braunfels for a softball tournament, and there's quite a story to that I'll tell you in just a second. Mabry Weaver, the first baseman, up to bat. 0-1 the count. As Fuentes advances to second. That's high for ball 1. 1-1 the count. So Tatum McGarry was with a teammate in the batting cage. A player from the opposing team shouted, "Hey, what size are y'all?" Swung on foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So she replied, "I'm an XL and so is my teammate." Well, she quickly learned that they weren't asking about their sizes, rather the size of the school, like 4A, 3A. She says that was her favorite memory from softball for the Maidens. And I'm sure it's been quite a good time, a 4-year starting pitcher, varsity pitcher. As the whole family here on senior night. She says grades come first, but she's able to balance all of that. Pitch goes high. Martinez can't bring it in, and Fuentes will advance to third base. Count is full with 2 away, top of the second. 6-run lead. Maidens have yet to cross home plate. High fly ball to left field, and it's going to go foul. Leaves the count loaded. Your catcher is Riley Martinez, another freshman. So you have junior first base, sophomore second base, senior pitching, freshman third, freshman shortstop, and 2 freshmen in the outfield. No, 3. Left field, right field, center field, all freshmen. So there's some good things ahead for Coach O'Donnell and the program. Just a little shaky this season, very young team. And he's going to have fun, and you never know. You never know when an upset could happen. Trailing by 6, though, they have some catching up to do. With 2 away. And the walk, now runners at the corners. This is Shelby Dent. She is the catcher, 5'9" junior. One of the best batters on the team. Very dangerous. And there's the steal for Mabry Weaver as she goes to second. So runners at second and third. Dangerous. High and outside. That's 2 balls, no strikes. There's 2 away. They need to, again, stop the bleeding and see if they can put some runs on the board. Gary, again, made contact with the batter, and that's going to load the bases. That's 2 this inning that have been dinged. So with the bases loaded, Larissa Garcia, center fielder, senior, standing at 5'5". Swings. This is a short fly ball, and O'Donnell dives for it, couldn't bring it in, and that's going to be a single. That will score 1 run, 2 runs. It was just out of the grasp of O'Donnell. She tried to come up and grab it and had to dive. So Flores came to first, but it was too little too late. So that's 8 runs for Sweetwater total. So 8-0. Top of the second, there's a strike for McGarry. To Caitlin Vera. She's the right fielder. She's just a sophomore at 5'6". Fly ball, puts it right where it needs to be before Ramirez can get to it, and another run scores. And that's a single. And that leaves just 1 runner on. That's 2 more. 2 more runs. It's 10 runs to nothing with 2 away, top of the second. She advances to second. There is the pop fly, and it's caught. 3 away. They did stop the damage. We'll see if the bats can get hot for the Maidens. They have some catching up to do, though, as we head to the bottom of the second. 10-0. Sweetwater Lady Mustangs lead this one. We'll be back. You're watching Lakeview Maidens Softball on the Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
Welcome back to San Angelo Lakeview High School Softball Complex. You're watching Lakeview Maidens Softball live on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. I'm Darren Prater. Thank you for joining us on this warm Friday evening as your Lakeview Maidens wrap up their season against the district-leading Sweetwater Lady Mustangs. As we head to the bottom of the second, the Lady Mustangs have 10 runs on the board to none for Lakeview. But they can do something about that right now. First pitch. It's high and outside for ball one. Rebecca Castillo, number 20 in the red and white, pitching for the Lady Mustangs. Emily O'Donnell, first baseman, connects. Here's the throw to first. And they get it in plenty of time. First baseman Mabry Weaver brings it in. So that's one away. Maidens have yet to put a runner on base. But again, they are playing the district champion in a team that lost quite a few games pre-district and then really found their game in district. That is a nice, solid base hit. And the Maidens have their first runner. It's Mariah Galvan, one of the seniors, letting it all hang out. That's a single for Galvan. So on senior night, the senior on base first, and we'll see if the other senior, Gary, can do the same thing. Swung on and missed that time. Oh and 1 the count with one away. Bottom of the second, there's a strike. 1-1 the count. Galvan on first. Her mom, Laura Galvan, is here. Dad, Ray Galvan. Sisters, Nyla and Sophia. Brother, Isaiah, here on senior night. Swung on and missed for strike two. 1-2 the count to a Gary. And boy, is she tough. She got dinged in the knee earlier, but she's fine. 4-year varsity pitcher. At bat now, swung on, and that's a strikeout. So a strikeout, Rebecca Castillo throws that one, and that's 2 away. Castillo, the windup, and the throw. Mariah Flores, second baseman. She's just a sophomore. Again, lots of freshmen and sophomores on the squad. Galvan is on first with 2 away, and that's a foul ball. Count goes to 0-2. Sweetwater, 4 runs in the first inning and 6 in the second, and a 10-run lead. Galvan, the first to get on base for the Maidens. They have 2 away. See if they can work some magic here. Because Mariah Flores at bat with a 0-2 count. Castillo got the strikeout on a Gary. Fastball connects. 1-2 the count. There's a strike. And that's strike 3, so that's 2 strikeouts this inning for Castillo, and that will wrap up the second as we head to the top of the third. 10-0. Sweetwater in the lead, and we'll be back after this. You're watching Lakeview Maidens softball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
Welcome back to Lakeview High School. You're watching Lakeview Maidens softball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Fans, check out why First Community is the #1 local auto lender with rates as low as 2.99% APR on new, used, or refinanced autos, and a variety of payment options. They can help make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart. Apply online, 1cfcu.org, or call 325-653-1465. Rates and terms based on approved credits. Don't forget to keep up with Concho Sports Network broadcasts on our website, conchosports.com, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and at Concho Sports on YouTube. I'm Darren Prater. Thanks for joining us on this warm Friday evening. 4 runs for Sweetwater in the first, 6 in the second, and it's 10-0. The Sweetwater Lady Mustangs lead the contest here in the top of the third. Tatum McGeary, the senior, in the pitcher's circle for the Maidens. Her only 2 seniors. Her fellow senior Mariah Galvan got a single, and the first person to get on base for the Maidens. That's going to be an error. Ramirez couldn't quite bring it in, and now they're having trouble getting it back in field. And that's going to be a double for the Lady Mustangs. District champions, Glen Rose, Stephenville next. Gary swung on and out to center field. That's going to be a single with runners on the corners now. So a single for Castillo. She was walked the first time she was at bat. Foul ball, 0-1 the count to Kendall Daniel, the 5'7" junior shortstop. One and one the count. Now, this could be bad news. Kendall Daniel got a home run the last time she was at bat. Very dangerous. Along with Dent, their 2 best batters of the season, as that one goes foul, and Aguilar had to hop over it there on third. So a double and a home run so far for Kendall Daniel. A Gary with the pitch, high fly ball, center field. There's nobody able to run it down. Mariah Flores, second baseman closest to it, and that's a base hit. And that brings in another run for the Lady Mustangs. Top of the third, it is 11-0 in favor of Sweetwater. Over your Lakeview Maidens. Tatum McGeary said that she's really enjoyed playing for Coach Odom in her first season. There's a high one, and Costancio can't bring it in. It's a little too high. Heads out to center. That's going to score another. That's going to be a double as Daniel crosses home plate. 13 runs 3 so far this inning. Here in the third for Sweetwater. Phoenix Walker, the 5'6" sophomore, is up to bat. First time we've seen Phoenix. There's a strike, 1-2 the count. So 4 runs in the first, 6 in the second, so far 3 in the third to make it 13 for Sweetwater. Swung on and a foul.
Okay, clear it and then put 1 and 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner on second for Sweetwater. There are no outs in the top of the third.
Yeah, 1, 2.
The Maidens,
She's out.
senior Mariah Galvan got a single. They're only on base so far, but that's a strikeout.
I'm assuming
The senior Gary delivers a strikeout to Phoenix Walker, the sophomore. 1 away.
ball.
That's going to be low for ball 1. To Milana Torres. They're letting some of the younger ones get a chance to bat. 5'5" sophomore Milana Torres. 1 ball, no strikes from McGarry. Swung on. This one's going to be fouled. Even the count at 1-1. Now we get a little bit of a breeze blowing through here. Probably wasn't a good idea that I printed all my notes on the thinnest of paper, knowing full well what I was going to be doing today. Not as bad as soccer. It's tradition during any soccer game, all my stuff has to blow away. I have to chase it like Wimpy chasing his hat on Popeye. To the shortstop. She can't quite bring it in.
And this will be a
Jayla Constancio finally gets it. Runner advances to second, and there's another run that just came in for Sweetwater. As Hannah Vera scores 14 runs. That's 4 so far here in the third, with 1 away.
ball, I guess.
Larissa Garcia, the center fielder, is senior, up to bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. A Gary?
Foul ball, strike.
Foul ball.
But then you didn't clear it again, did you? Okay, 2 strikes.
Strike number 2, 2-2. A Gary, pitching for the last time after 4 years as a varsity pitcher for the Maidens, says her most influential person is Coach Odom, and that's saying a lot considering she's only been here in one season. Coming from Crane, home of the Golden Cranes. Her opponent, Lacey Gregory, her first year as head softball coach at Sweetwater, she came from Roscoe, home of the Fighting Plowboys. That's 2 away
Looks like another set.
in the top of the third. Runner on second base as a Gary delivers a swung on and a strike to Marissa Garcia, the junior. Oh, that was a little too close for comfort. Came right back toward us. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, top of the third. As a Gary and company try to get these Lady Mustangs out of there. High and outside. And Martinez has to chase it. And that will easily let Torres advance to third base. 1-2 the count. To Marissa Garcia. Marissa, a 5'1" junior. And now they're going to talk to Gary. She said her most influential person is Coach Odom. And according to Tatum, she walked into a program not knowing the mess she was getting into. That's a quote. She still walks out of the gate smiling, laughing, and proud of the girls no matter what. Because this is just the beginning of what could be some great things under Coach Odom. They sure do like her a lot. And Tatum says Coach Odom made her last year with the girls out of 4 years positive and fun. She's going to go to Howard College, get a cosmetology license, start her own business. Good head on her shoulders. She's tough, too. A softball to the knee does not bother her. 1-2 the count with 2 away. High fly ball. in between left and center, and it will hit between left and center as Laurie O'Donnell runs it down near the wall. And another run scores for the Lady Mustangs. 15-0, top of the third with 2 away. That brings Caitlin Vera, the right fielder, a 5'6" sophomore. All righties so far. Gary with the wind up the pitch, swung on, high fly ball going to left field, and she brings it in. That's Peyton Jones, the freshman, and 3 away as we will head to the bottom of the third. Our score 15-0 in favor of the Sweetwater Lady Mustangs. You're watching Lakeview Maidens softball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
Sure.
Welcome back to Lakeview High School, the softball complex, this nice warm Friday evening as we bring you Lakeview Maidens softball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. I'm Darren Prater. We head to the bottom of the third. It's been all Sweetwater Lady Mustangs. 4 runs in the first, 6 in the second, and 5 in the third. It is 15-0 in favor of district leading and district champion Sweetwater. But the Maidens, closing out their first season under Coach Odom, can just swing for the fences and have fun playing as a team together. And there will be better things in the future. So many freshmen and sophomore on this team. And, of course, the 2 seniors providing leadership and leading the way. Castillo in the pitcher circle for Sweetwater. And 1-0 the count. Bounced, Castillo throws to first, and that's 1 away. Coach Odom, along with Donita Brown and Landon Alls, the coaching staff here for Lakeview softball. Riley Martinez, the center fielder, again, a freshman. Right, center, left, all freshmen. Castillo, that one's inside, swung on and missed for strike 1. Bottom of the third, 15-run lead for Sweetwater. Senior Galvan had a single for the Maidens, and that's all offensively so far. Riley Martinez, the freshman, with a 1-1 count from Castillo. And that one hits the dirt. 2-1 the count. Mabry Weaver on first base, Bethany Rodriguez on second, Jenica Fuentes the third baseman, Kendall Daniel at shortstop, Larissa Garcia, the center fielder, Caitlin Vera in right field, Hannah Vera in left field for the Sweetwater Lady Mustangs. Have not lost since the district opener against Levelland, and they avenged that. Maidens started off the season 2-0, wins over Junction and El Dorado. They beat Brady 2 weeks later, and that's the last time they have had a victory 0-9 coming in district play as they wrap up the season. Wind up from Castillo, fastball. Strike. That's 3 or 4 strikeouts for her so far this evening. And that fastball had some heat on it. So with 2 away, bottom of the third, here's Castillo. And Jayla Constancio connects, throw to first. And Mabry Weaver gets it in more than enough time. 3 away. So after 3, it's 15-0 in favor of Sweetwater. We head to the top of the 4th right after this. You're watching Lakeview Maidens softball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
Welcome back to Lakeview High School. Lakeview Maidens softball is on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 15 runs for the district champion Sweetwater Lady Mustangs to no runs so far for the Maidens. A 15-0 lead as we head into the top of the 4th. Our broadcast presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Check out why First Community is the #1 local auto lender. Rates as low as 2.99% APR on new, used, or refinanced autos, and a variety of payment options. They can help make your payment fit your budget. Be smart, bank smart. Apply online, 1cfcu.org, or call 325-653-1465. Rates and terms based on approved credit. First Community Federal Credit Union. Top of the 4th, and here come the Lady Mustangs again. 8-1 in district. They'll be playing Glen Rose or Stephenville in the playoffs next, depending on some outcomes. This is Alyssa Aguilar, the 5'1 sophomore at bat. 1 ball, no strikes. Senior Aguirre, been pitching the whole game. Riley Martinez, the freshman at catcher. Emily O'Donnell on first. Flores at second. Jayla Chavarria on third. Jayla Constancio at shortstop. Jones, O'Donnell, and Ramirez in the outfield, all freshmen. There's a strike. 3-1 the count to Marissa Garcia. 2 seniors on the squad. One of them's pitching. The other one got a single for the only on base for the Maidens so far this evening. Of course, that's Raya Galvan. She's a member of the Spanish Club, by the way, Galvan. National Honor Society, Lakeview Ambassadors, and up-and-coming scholars. Makes you want to look in the mirror and do better, because she is doing better. Aguilar will take her base on the walk with no outs in the top of the 4th. I see food coming up here. Are they having a cookout or something, or is that concession?
For the seniors.
For the seniors. It's senior night. They're honoring the seniors, of course. Mariah Galvan, senior, says her advice to her younger classmen is to understand you'll make mistakes in the game, but push through and don't give up on each other. You can't win a game by yourself. There's no I in team. Right between third and shortstop. It's going to go to left field. It's going to be a base hit with runners on first and second now for the Lady Mustangs. Under head coach Lacey Gregory, first year. She's been in coaching 3 years, came from Roscoe, home of the Plowboys. Coach Odom, her first year at the head of this maiden softball program, came from the home of the Golden Cranes of Crane. Oh, that's 3 batters that have been hit by a Gary. They're going to remember her. This time, it's Kendall Daniel who has a double and a home run in this game. And she'll take her place at first. That will load the bases in the top of the fourth with no outs and a 15-run lead. Shutout so far. Here's a Gary, high and outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch, swung on, and they were able to grab that one. Flores grabs it, gets the throw to first. But more damage done with 1 away. Runners now second and third, brings in another one to make it 16 runs to none for the Lady Mustangs of Sweetwater in their red and white, the district champs. This is Phoenix Walker, second time she has been at bat. Slow one to first base. And Emily O'Donnell, the junior, will run it right over, and that is out number 2. And that was a good play before by Mariah Flores. She had to extend, and the sophomore brought in the grounder and got the first out. So it's 2 away, top of the fourth. That's another run. It's 17-0 though, so more damage. And this one, a short fly ball heading to Flores. She brings it in 3 away. So as we head to the bottom, or the bottom of the fourth, it is 17-0. That's 2 runs in the inning for the Sweetwater Lady Mustangs. You are watching Lakeview Maidens Softball live on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
Welcome back to Lakeview High School. Lakeview Maidens softball is on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We head to the bottom of the fourth, 17-0 so far. The Sweetwater Lady Mustangs well in command. See if the Maidens can at least get some runs in. So far, one on base. That's senior Mariah Galvan that did that. This is Laurie O'Donnell, your first baseman. 1-1 the count from Michaela Ashley. She is now in the pitcher's circle, taking over for Castillo. Castillo, I believe she had 4 strikeouts in this game, and now it's Ashley coming into relief. And it goes right by her. O'Donnell with a single. So Michaela Ashley, it just zipped right past her and gave O'Donnell enough time to get to first base. So that's 2 singles for the Maidens, one from Galvan, now O'Donnell. Ashley for ball 1, high and outside. There's a solid hit. Throw to first, and she's out. Quick throw to first, and well, she connected solid though. Peyton Jones. Emily O'Donnell. Haven't seen any lefties so far. Bottom of the fourth, 17-0 Sweetwater leads it, 2 away. As Jones, it's the first pitch from Ashley, and that's ball 1. Ashley, the windup, swung on and missed. Evens the count up at 1-1. No runners on and 2 away. Sweetwater with 4 runs in the first, then 6 in the second, 5 in the third, 2 in the fourth. That's the lowest amount of runs they've had so far in an inning. Emily O'Donnell, just a junior. A lot of young talent for the Maidens, and a coach that everybody's really fired up about. Swung on and missed. And that's a strikeout for Michaela Ashley. And 3 away as we will head to the top of the 5th. 17-0 Sweetwater leads it. We're back after this. You're watching Lakeview Maidens softball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
Welcome back to Lakeview High School. Maidens softball is live on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We head to the top of the fifth inning, 17-0 in favor of the Sweetwater Lady Mustangs over your Lakeview Maidens here at Lakeview. Top of the fifth, Gary has been pitching the entire game, and she's a senior. They're going to stay with her. There's a foul ball. Put the count at 0-1. Top of the fifth, 17-0. Sweetwater in the fourth inning, 2 runs. That's the least amount of runs that have crossed the plate for them in any inning. They went 4, 6, 5, and then 2. 0-1 the count. And there's a strike from Gary to Larissa Garcia. Center fielder, she is a senior, standing at 5'5". Stephenville or Glen Rose next as the playoffs begin for Sweetwater, the district champs at 8-1 in district. To left field, takes 1, 2 hops, throw to second, and she will easily get to first for a base hit. So Larissa Garcia with a base hit, and that brings up Marissa Garcia, the 5'1 junior. O'Donnell, Flores, and Chavarria, first, second, and third. Throw to second. And she gets there just in time to get the steal. Shortstop freshman Angelo Constancio. Gary inside, but swung on and tipped foul. 0-2 the count with no outs in the top of the fifth. Definitely want to make sure senior Mariah Galvan and Tatum Gary, we talk about them a lot. They're the leaders that started this program under Odom. 1 hop to first. O'Donnell gets it. And that will put a runner on third and bring up Caitlin Vera. 1 away. Ball 1. So Tatum McGarry in the pitcher's circle the entire game, and will be going to attend Howard College and get a cosmetology license. Start her own business. As for Mariah Galvan, she is going to attend Angelo State University's nursing program, become a labor and delivery nurse. And bless her for doing that. That's tough. That's not for the faint of heart.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it.
2-1 the count. Swung on, connected, caught it third, and did she get her? Got her! Now there's a heck of a play for the Maidens, and Chavarria had some heat on it. She stopped it, got to third before the runner could get back. And that was a heads-up play. You got to be awake on third base. So senior Mariah Galvan, she said Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6 is her favorite quote. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. So 17-0 remains the score with Sweetwater in the lead. Our broadcast brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union. Thinking about getting an automobile? Maybe if you have someone that's graduating and you want to Get them hooked up with some wheels. Check out why First Community is the #1 local auto lender. Rates as low as 2.99% APR on new, used, or refinanced autos, and a variety of payment options. They can help make your payment fit your budget. Be smart, bank smart. Apply online, 1cfcu.org, or call 325-653-1465. Rates and terms based on approved credit. And be sure and let First Community Federal Credit Union know that you appreciate them supporting the kids. Mariah Galvan, senior. Bottom of the 5th, last stand for the Maidens for the season. Galvan swinging for the fences, foul ball. Her favorite teacher's Miss Sanchez. Says she's been supportive and she's there every step of the way. Said she's had her in class, had her as a teacher every year of high school. She said she grew on her whether she liked it or not. 0-1 the count to Galvan.
I went and did basketball, and then I did tennis. I did a little bit of everything.
National Honor Society, Lakeview Ambassadors, up-and-coming scholars. Member of the Spanish Club as well. In the pitcher circle, Michaela Ashley. They're leaving for Rebecca Castillo at, I believe, 4 strikeouts today. 1-2 the count, bottom of the 5th. I think it's time to swing at everything. Go out swinging. Galvan. Ball 2. 2-2 the count with none away, bottom of the 5th. Due to the run rule, barring something miraculous happening, this will be the last stand. That one's inside as Galvan turns away from it. Aguirre has been in the pitcher's circle, was in for the entire game. Some of these batters will remember her because she dinged about 4 of them. Swung on, foul ball. That one made a lot of noise, like he was hitting right in front of us. Well, we did a game at Central where it did go through the window and hit somebody at the press box, so I'm kind of jumpy. Because my first instinct's to hide. That's why I never was a baseball player. Swung on and missed. Swinging for the fences, Galvan. That's a strikeout for Michaela Ashley. Strikeout number 2 for her today. Tatum Aguirre. Last at bat is a Maiden. Then she'll be moving on to Howard College after this school year. Foul ball. Strike 0-1. She said she is blessed to have Coach Odom as her coach. Coach Odom's first year, and says she cares for the players, not just as players, but individuals as well. Ball. High. Ball 1. 1-1 the count from Michaela Ashley. Sweetwater will finish 9-1 in district as the champions. Swung on and missed. 1-2 the count with 1 away, bottom of the 5th. Evens the count at 2-2. Four runs scored in the first, then 6-5-2 for Sweetwater. None in the 5th, though. So their runs did go down as the game progressed per inning. And that's out number 2. Ashley gets another one, striking out the seniors. So 2 away. This could be the last stand. Mariah Flores, the second baseman. Don't worry, she'll be back. She'll be a junior next year. 17-0 with 2 away, bottom of the 5th. Pride of the North Side. This swing. But win or lose, you'll always remember these great times. That's what the seniors have said. And it's senior night. Cooking burgers and families here at Lakeview. Umpire Alan Gamotes. 0-1 the count with 2 away.
Did you clear it? Okay.
To Mariah Flores.
He
Cleared the count. Okay. Foul ball. Strike 1. 0-1. Now, I have an ex-coach sitting by me. This is pretty much a moral victory, isn't it? They went 4 runs in the first 6, then 5, then 2, then none. Went down. Moral victory.
I would definitely say it was good defense.
Heck yeah. This is a heck of a softball team. Throw to first, and that's going to end the season. Out at first, and that's the ball game after 5. Our final score, Sweetwater Lady Mustangs 17, and the Maidens of Lakeview nothing. Sweetwater wins at 17-0. We'll be back to wrap this one up from Lakeview right after this. You're watching Lakeview Maidens Softball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa is a giant of a credit card. With great low rates, no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and even a rewards option, First Community's Platinum Visa is the card for you. With security as a high priority, you can lock your card in case it's lost, stolen, or just to limit its use. So be smart, bank smart with First Community Federal Credit Union's Platinum Visa.
Welcome back to Lakeview. We wrap this one up after 5, and that ends the season for the Lakeview Maidens. You're watching Maidens Softball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. The final in the season finale for the Maidens, the Sweetwater Lady Mustangs 17, the Maidens nothing. But Sweetwater, they have a heck of a team. They'll be playing Glen Rose or Stephenville next to start the playoffs, and the Maidens wrapped up the season. So that's 9-1 and district champions for Sweetwater, and we do wish them the very best representing the district. I know we have a couple of coaches in their first year as head softball coaches for these programs, and Lacey Gregory has obviously done a great job. And Coach Odom, we really look forward to seeing how the program grows under Coach Odom. Let's talk about the seniors. Tatum McGarry. She got hit in the knee with a softball. It didn't faze her at all. In the pitcher's circle the whole game. And we wish her the best. It's senior night. Her mom, Christina's here. Her dad, Abel. Grandma, Irma. Brother, Abel Jr. and her sister, Mauricia, Cynthia, cousin Kaylee. Tio Vidal, boyfriend Giovanni's here. They got everybody listed. Brother-in-law, Michael. She's been at Lakeview since she was a freshman. She's played softball, varsity pitcher for 4 years, and going to go to Howard College. We do wish her the best. She's tough, and I know she had some great memories, had great things to say about her teammates and Lakeview in general, and of course, very happy with Coach Odom. Mariah Galvin, she was escorted by her mom, Laura, her dad, Ray, sisters Nyla and Sophia, and her brother, Isaiah. We wish her the best. She'll be going to Angelo State to the nursing program to become a labor and delivery nurse. So Mariah Galvin and Tatum McGarry, the only 2 seniors on this very young team. I mean, the outfield was all freshmen, mostly freshmen in the infield. So this is going to grow under Coach Odom. It will be fun to watch. But that's going to wrap it up for this season. And, looking back on it, win or lose, it's all about being out there with your teammates. And that's going to wrap it up for our broadcast. I want to remind you, the First Community Federal Credit Union presented this broadcast. Check out why they are the #1 local auto lender. Rates as low as 2.99% APR on new, used, or refinanced autos and a variety of payment options. They can help make your payment fit your budget, so be smart, bank smart. Apply online, 1cfcu.org, or call 325-653-1465. Rates and terms based on approved credit. And thank you to First Community Federal Credit Union. How about those Lakeview Chiefs? Well, we're going to have some Lakeview Chiefs coming up next week, so Tuesday and Thursday, Chiefs baseball right here. All you have to do to keep up with all upcoming games, the Concho Sports Network broadcast, just go to conchosports.com. Be sure and follow us on Facebook. We have Twitter, Instagram, at Concho Sports, YouTube, at Concho Sports on YouTube. So Tuesday and Friday, Lakeview Chiefs going to be live right here. We certainly hope you will join us. If you're a Maidens fan, we know you didn't like the outcome of the score, but we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And thanks to Coach Lyons here sitting next to me, enjoying that burger and helping to keep me in line, and Shay Harris for producing, and all of us here at Pixelcast Media. That's going to wrap it up from Lakeview. 17-0, Sweetwater wins it and the district championship. Best of luck to them against Stephenville or Glenrose. And to the Maiden seniors, best of luck to you in the future, and we look forward to seeing Coach Odom in the program next season. From Lakeview, for Shay Harris and everyone who was a part of this one, I'm Darren Prater for Pixelcast Media, Concho Sports Network.